What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. My name's Sammy. If you're new to my channel, we do Dollar Tree DIYs, we do wood signs. There's always tons of laughter, and today is the last Christmas in July. So hopefully you love this video. I had kind of like a rustic twist on this one, and they are some of my favorites from the entire collection for July. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, for this DIY, huge disclaimer. For those of you that work with wood, you might notice that these are green. This is treated 2x4s. I highly suggest you never work with treated wood. However, my miter saw broke and these were just scraps, and I was not willing to rethink this entire video. So I am using these in my video. I highly suggest you use regular wood when crafting. Okay, now let's get into this. So I am using two different sizes of 2x4s. I'm using my book scraps underneath to paint. See me recycling, yep. So I'm going to use Truffle by Waverly, and I'm going to do a messy coat on these, front, back, sides, and the top. Always remember, if you're doing something that's freestanding decor, you cover the back. Now I'm going to take my wood slices. I'm going to take Imperial Red by Folk Art. This is actually the color that I used in the last Christmas DIY video that you guys, no, the second one, you guys know what I'm saying, that everybody was asking about. It's Imperial. So I'm going to go ahead and paint the middle of these, leaving a little bit of that raw wood still poking out. After those dry, I am going to get a thinner paintbrush with White by Waverly, and I'm going to put those little shiny marks on the size of what is going to be our reindeer's noses. After this, we are going to attach our nose. So I'm going to attach the nose with some hot glue, and then we're going to do its little antler thingy-majiggers. Sorry, I don't know, if antlers, ears, we're going to call them antlers. And I'm going to hot glue those as well. I'm hot gluing these before I paint the eyes on, because I want to know where the proper placement for those will be. So I'm taking my bag of sticks. Yes, I bought these at a garage sale for 25 cents. They're all sparkly. And I'm trying to choose ones that have little arms on them, and I'm just hot gluing them to the top of my 2x4. After this, I'm going to take one of my synthetic makeup brushes that have a curved bottom to them and paint white eyes onto my reindeer. These make for perfect paint brushes, especially when doing something circular. I'm going to do 2 coats of that white. After that dries, I'm going to come in with another synthetic makeup brush with a curved bottom, and I'm going to do an upside down U and fill it in. These make for the easiest eyeballs, and they come out really good. And then I'll take some black and just make some little eyelashes. You might hear the baby start making sounds in a minute. All right, now I'm just gathering some raffia. I'm not doing a raffia bow or anything. I just gathered a bunch of raffia. I tied it off in the middle. Now I'm going to just kind of play around with the placement. I'm going to put it at the base of where those 2 sticks meet. Cut down, I cannot talk today. There she goes, the raffia down to size. And I'm going to hot glue it, do the same thing for the other one. And you guys, this is seriously the cutest DIY ever. And since you know what, it's treated wood, I might actually put these on my front porch with poinsettias, and I think that they would look so super cute. Let me know what you think down in comments. That was the first DIY, you guys, and I have to say that's probably my favorite out of the entire Christmas in July episodes. I think it came out so cute. It's so easy to make. I can't wait to show you the other crafts that I have in this video. And you guys, you know the drill. If you're digging me, if you're digging the channel, if you're digging the DIYs, then make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and also make sure to ask the questions that I am leaving down in the video. Leave it down in the comments because I would love to know. And then make sure you also check out the links down in my description box, because I have a TikTok, I have an Instagram, I have a vlog channel. So those will all be down in the description box along with my Amazon store link. And you guys, with that said, let's go ahead and get right back into the Christmas in July crafts. For this DIY, I'm going to use these 2 wood candlesticks that I found at Savers for 99 cents each. What a steal. I'm gonna pop the metal pieces out, and this was super easy to do. I just needed something to get up under there, and they like seriously popped out. I'm gonna grab Cardinal Red by Rust-Oleum spray paint. This is the perfect vintage color red. I'm gonna spray those down and I will clear them. I'm next going to take this wood Christmas tree cut out and give it a messy coat of paint. I'm gonna paint 2 of these. Now, I know not everybody's gonna have one of these Christmas tree cutouts. So you can cut an image out of cardboard. You could also get the Christmas trees that Dollar Tree sells every season, and you could attach Jenga blocks to the back of them so that you can then attach it to your candlesticks. So after I am done painting these and letting them dry, remember these are freestanding, so we're gonna paint the back. I'm gonna grab my ruler. This is going to be the width of my paneled lines. I take a, what do you call it? Lead pencil, there we go. And I'm drawing the lines on. You could also use paint. You can use a permanent marker. I like using the pencil. Oh no, just yelling at me. Okay, break. I'm back. Okay, so now I'm taking my finger and I'm just rubbing that pencil mark in so that it just looks blended into the wood. I decided last minute to add some stars, so I'm painting that pure gold by Folk Art. Once those dry, I'm gonna hot glue them right to the top of my Christmas trees. I do spray these with a clear matte Rust-Oleum as well. Next, we are going to put it together. So I'm going to grab those trees. This is where I was saying that you would want to put Jenga blocks on the back if you're using the thin Christmas tree, because you need to attach it to something. Okay, I'll be back again. All right, so I'm just attaching these with some wood glue and some hot glue to those candlesticks. I'm gonna let that set up before we accessorize them, which you guys know is my favorite part. I think it just like brings the piece to life. So I'm taking these pine leaves from a Walmart pick and I'm gonna attach those with these cute little mini like pine cone berries. I got them in a bag at Hobby Lobby last year and they were very inexpensive. So I'm gonna cut the wire off of the bottom. I'm going to attach those to the top. Now I'm going to grab a Dollar Tree, like already pre-made bow. I'm going to hot glue that to the bottom of the pine cones. And I'm going to do the same thing for the second one. And we will be done with this super cute Christmas craft. And let me know what you guys think and if you're going to try this one. I think it would totally work with the Dollar Tree Christmas trees as well. And it's a great way to make use of some of those candlesticks. I hoard candlesticks. I'm not going to lie. If you guys have seen my vlogs, you guys know I hoard candlesticks. I just wanted to remind you guys that I do have a vlog channel. The link is down in the description box. If you're into that, then definitely check it out. I appreciate y'all being there and a part of our lives. Now for this one, we are going to use 3 2x4s. I suggest them being all different heights, but since I couldn't cut any of this wood, 2 are going to be the same length and then 1 is going to be taller. I'm going to paint all of them in this linen white chalk paint by Rust-Oleum. I'm then going to dip into my antique wax by Waverly and I'm going to de-stress all of my blocks. As you can see, I like to hit the edges of the blocks where I'm distressing, and then whatever I have left on the brush, I run through the middle here. So after I'm done doing this to all 3 pieces of wood, I'm going to allow that wax to set up and dry. And then we are going to cut the the flames. So this was the easiest way I found, since I couldn't cut wood, so I was making do. I just drew out what I thought the flame would look like, and then using this, it's like a piece that I popped out of a frame from Dollar Tree, and it was a little tough to cut, but it did cut, and it was way easier than trying to use a craft knife on wood. So I cut 3 of these out. Now I'm going to paint them with white linen chalk paint. I'm going to give them 2 coats each. And then while it's still wet, I suggest getting the yellow paint and going over it. I thought this totally gave it like a more realistic, lit flame look, or you can leave it white if you want. Completely up to you. You guys know what I say. You do you. So we're going to let those dry. And then we're going to grab a dowel. I'm going to cut these into 3 pieces. I just ended up doing them the same length. Those are just dog nail clippers. You could get them at Dollar Tree. I'm going to drill some holes into the top. Now, I am making sure that the holes that I'm putting in are nice and snug. I don't want them too big, so keep that in mind. You can also use like a Jenga block to attach your, I want to keep on saying wick, but that's the wick. I mean the flame. Ooh, I'm a hot mess this whole video, you guys. Thanks for bearing with me. All right, so I'm going to do that with all 3 of them. I'm going to put them in with wood glue, and I don't put super glue, just wood glue. Like I said, they're nice and snug in there. I let them dry. I am going to attach the flame with I'm going to cover the backs first with those book pages. I swear, there's so many things you could do with book pages instead of throwing them in the trash. So I'm going to cover all of the backs. Now I'm going to attach them to the dowel. And I decided to paint the dowels white instead of leaving them raw wood because it looked a little weird to me. All right, now we're finally hot gluing the flames to the dowels here. I glue it on, and then once it kind of sets up, I go on the back and then just put a little bit more hot glue on the sides to make sure it's nice and secure and it doesn't fall off. All right, my favorite part, you guys know, accessories. So I'm taking these Dollar Tree bows. I'm gonna actually take it apart. They're just put together with some like thin wire. And I'm just going to reshape it so it looks a little bit more full, not so crunched up. And after I do that, I'm going to take some Dollar Tree twine. We're going to wrap that around our 2x4. We're going to tack it off with hot glue. We're going to put a little bit of a glittery greenery thing back there. Hot glue the bow. And what's nice about this is you can totally change this next year if your decor style like changes. These are items that can come off with no problem. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other 2. You can make them all look different. I chose to make them look all the same, but I really love how they turned out. And you guys know that like I love anything that's wood. I think they would have looked even better if I was able to cut wood bases to put them on, but either way, I think they're adorable, and obviously I'm going to keep them. All right, this last one I found on a Facebook page. I'm going to link the gal's Facebook down in the description box, and let me tell you, hers came out way better. So this is one of the 10 trays from Dollar Tree. I spray painted it that cardinal red. Now I'm taking this, I don't know what this type of ribbon is called, but it is from Dollar Tree. This is meant to look like the snow falling on the ground. So I doubled it up and I'm just tacking it down with some hot glue here and there. I'm not going too heavy and crazy with it so that all that glue comes out and shows. I will cut the edges off that are sticking out. Now I'm going to take an old table runner and I cut it into thin strips. I'm going to hot glue the ends together so that it gives us a nice stiff base to work with, and I'm going to hot glue that. Now if any of you guys have seen my past videos where I've made fabric flowers, it's the same thing we're going to do here. So you can see we're twisting the fabric as we're going around in a circle. So I'm twisting and then I'm putting it on top of the hot glue, twisting, put the hot glue down, and then I put the fabric down. And you're just going to keep doing this over and over until you get to the circle size you want. So what I did wrong compared to hers, I think, was I started it way too high. I wanted the snowman kind of sitting on the snow, not on top of the snow. Okay, so I'm gonna stop at the top. That way, when I start the head of the snowman, I have something to connect it to. I hope that makes sense. So I do the same thing to the top, and I'm just going in that circular motion over here, and then you'll see like we kind of connect the two together so it seems seamless. Well, you're not gonna even see the neck. I don't know what I'm talking about. Snowman don't even have neck. Jeez Louise. Okay, and then I'm gonna use some buttons, glue those down. I paint some white buttons black because the idea of having two different eyes on a snowman was creeping me out. So there are those. I'm going to take a Dollar Tree scarf and I just cut it down to size, and that's what's going to be his little scarfy scarf. Okay. Then I am going to take this wire. We're going to make a loop out of the end and then twist the bottom together. I know I didn't show it very well, but the gal does. So again, check out her link. Then I'm going to wrap some orange wired burlap around it. And this is what is going to be the nose of our snowman. And what's nice about it is it has like a thicker, like a wider end, you'll see right here. And you could bend it for like a little crooked nose. It turned out cute. I like hers so much better though. But you guys, at least you get the idea, right? You guys are picking up what I'm putting down. And then I didn't like all of that snow, so I covered it up with a giant bow. I mean, if you don't like something, you either put twine on it or you put a bow on it, right? So this is how it came out. Don't let me know what you think. But you guys, thank you for being here. This is the last Christmas in July. We are now moving on to fall, and after fall, then we'll get back into Christmas, I promise. So thank you for spending your time with me today, and I will see you soon. Y'all, if you're still here at the very end, can you please tell me what I'm doing wrong with my videos? They're not doing very well, and I'm working my butt off with a newborn and 2 kids at home, and your girl feels deflated. I see all these hack videos. I see like videos like 8 minutes, and like I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I am giving DIYs. They are in more detail, and their difficult level is probably like medium. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong or what I need to be doing to get my people to look at my videos. I have over 100,000 subscribers and only about 15% actually watch the videos. So if you have any feedback, leave it down below. No, please. I don't want to cry myself to sleep. I'm just kidding. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching today, and I will see you back here next Tuesday. Oh, wait, that's Saturday.